like Vivica. Like, what are you trying to, like, you got way more years behind you than you got ahead of you. Why are you trying to, why a BBL right now?
Looks like Vivica Fox just put 50 Cent in his place. After he trolled her for allegedly getting a BBL at 60, Vivica clapped back hard. She called him out for mocking her in public while secretly trying to get with her in private. But she didn't stop there. Word on the street is that some interesting tapes of 50 Cent have surfaced on the dark web, allegedly showing him in some freaky situations with young men. And guess who people think had a hand in leaking them? That's right, Vivica. If 50 thought he could play games, Vivica just showed him she's willing to take it even further. This drama is getting wild.
No disrespect, but he a swish. That's why he's always able to call other on being a swish. Birds of a feather flock together.
That's true.
Game recognized game. There's no way in the world that man understands that much about homosexual dealings in the industry, is constantly calling people out, and he ain't seen none of it personally.
Well, I'm quite sure he has. That don't mean he's like that. That's my point.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
It's been nearly 30 years since they dated, but it seems like Vivica and 50 Cent just can't let go. Rumors are swirling. Does Vivica have more of 50's spicy tapes? And has 50 been trying to spin the block with her? Let's break it all down.
Day 2. Here's the question of the day. How are you going to stay looking that skinty and that good and you eating Popeyes?
Well, girl, you know, I know how to balance it out.
Vivica Fox has officially entered the Granny BBL group chat, and 50 Cent is making sure she hears every bit of it. Viv recently went viral after a video of her supposedly celebrating her new curves surfaced online, and the internet had a field day. A BBL at 60? You literally can't make this up. The viral video was actually from a party for her Vivica Fox hair collection at Houston's Beauty Empire Superstore. And from the looks of it, Vivica went all out. Red carpet, balloon arch, sparklers, the whole 9 yards. But instead of focusing on her hair brand, all eyes were on her backside, which many felt looked noticeably rounder and plumper than before. In one of the circulating clips, fans zoomed in on Vivica's behind, and internet detectives quickly concluded that she was rocking a botched BBL. The signs were all there: the questionable booty-to-hip ratio, the thin legs, the odd proportions. If you know, you know. Social media had a field day, dragging Vivica for allegedly getting a BBL at her big age. The comments were brutal. Many accused her of being thirsty, desperate, and attention-seeking. And, of course, 50 Cent wasted no time jumping in. He was first in line to troll Vivica, clowning her for acting a fool at 60. He even reposted the viral clip with the caption, "Wait, let me see." Now, 50 was just being his usual petty self, but some fans interpreted his comments very differently. They thought he was still checking for Vivica. Let's not forget their messy past. 50 publicly pursued Vivica before she finally agreed to date him. So, is history repeating itself? Is 50 clowning Vivica, or is he low-key still interested? The speculation got so wild that 50 had to shut it down. He hopped online and denied any interest in rekindling their romance, saying, "Who said I was spinning the block, man?" Then, in true 50 fashion, he added, "Damn, I ain't gonna lie, that booty was good though." So, which is it? Is 50 just trolling, or is he stylishly shooting a shot again just like he did all those years ago? Let's rewind for a quick history lesson. The Vivica Fox and Curtis Jackson saga started in 2003 at the BET Awards. At the time, 50 Cent had that shot 9 times and survived bad boy aura, while Vivica was a Hollywood darling. When 50 saw her, he knew he had to make a move. So, in front of the whole world, he gave Viv a shout-out on national TV, and the rest is history.
I'm enjoying myself. This is a big change in my life. I'm just happy to be present with all of these beautiful people in here. You know, I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress too.
Miss Fox was blushing as red as a ripe tomato. One of the hottest rappers in the game had just told the whole world he was checking her out. And trust me, everyone ate up the drama. But here's the thing, Vivica and 50 Cent didn't really have much in common. Scratch that. They were complete opposites. While they both shared African American roots, their personalities, lifestyles, and careers couldn't have been more different. So, while their little TV moment was cute, nobody actually expected it to go anywhere. But they shocked everyone when they started a heated romance. Suddenly, they were sneaking around town, looking all loved up. They caught feelings fast, and before anyone could process what was happening, Vivica and 50 were the newest celebrity couple. But this was only the beginning of what would become one of the most dramatic relationships of their lives. Fast forward to the 2003 MTV Video Music Awards, and the couple made it official. They hit the red carpet hand in hand, sending shockwaves through the media. Up until that moment, most people didn't think 50 was serious about Vivica. But showing up together, looking all in love, was all the confirmation anyone needed. These two were locked in. And just like that, Vivica and 50 became the talk of the town. Every media outlet wanted a piece of them. But it wasn't just the bad boy meets Hollywood princess narrative that made them so irresistible. They were also both at the peak of their careers. 50 Cent was untouchable in the rap game. His iconic album Get Rich or Die Trying was hotter than ever, selling 12 million copies worldwide in 2003 alone. He was the definition of a hip-hop powerhouse. Meanwhile, Vivica was dominating Hollywood, landing roles in blockbusters like Independence Day, Kill Bill, Two Can Play That Game, Set It Off, and Soul Food. Their shared star power was out of this world. They were the ultimate power couple. Asterisk and asterisk, they weren't afraid to love out loud. 50 Cent played the role of lover boy effortlessly. He spoiled Vivica with gifts, showered her with flowers, and took her on extravagant shopping sprees. For a while, everything seemed perfect. But as we all know, perfect never lasts forever.
But for my birthday, he filled my entire house with my favorite flowers, which were Casablancas and gardenias. He's very romantic, and he's like a big teddy bear. Yeah. And see, I know that side of him, and he's very sweet and very kind and gives the best hugs.
Now let's talk about, he's 10 years younger than you are.
11.
11 years younger than you are. And you've said it energizes you.
Yeah, definitely makes me happy. Keeps a pep in my step for sure.
Vivica was falling fast, and who could blame her? 50 was every woman's dream. Despite his tough guy persona, he seemed just as in love with Vivica as she was with him. For a moment, it felt like they were truly meant for each other.
We would start as friends. We could start as friends, and who knows? Yes! Wait! Never say never. No. Never say never.
Love with you very much. I mean, I think that the reason why it's wanted me for such a long time is I found out later that he wanted to propose to me. So that's why.
Right. Okay. So I'll set the stage. They're in Monte Carlo. 50's got the ring in his pocket.
No. He was going to have a theater because I was excluded in the international tour of Kill Bill. So he wanted to rent a movie theater. And see, that moment right there. Aww. That's how I felt when I found out, too.
That's cute.
Yeah.
They both seemed to have found their forever person in each other. So, even though things were moving fast, people assumed they simply didn't want to waste any time before settling down. 50 was even planning to propose, or so Vivica thought. But then, things took a sharp left turn, and their love story went from relationship goals to major disappointment. While Vivica was expecting 50 to drop to one knee and propose with a dazzling 12-carat engagement ring, he shocked her instead by giving her a pair of earrings.
That I always felt like, gosh, if I could have just done better. I didn't know.
You said at one point he was going to propose, and he had a 14-carat ring?
12.
12?
Yes.
Still a crazy ring.
Yeah,
what is that?
But he's 50 Cent.
$2 million ring or something like that? Something like that?
I don't know. He got mad at me and turned it into a pair of earrings.
Is it true that you turned the 12-carat ring into a pair of earrings?
Yeah.
From there, their relationship spiraled downward. They went from lovebirds to publicly dragging each other all over social media almost overnight. But what really happened? How did 50 Cent go from almost proposing to wanting nothing to do with Vivica ever again? Many believe a major red flag was their age gap. Vivica was 38, while 50 was just 27. Their lifestyles also clashed. 50 thrived on drama and was constantly making headlines, while Vivica was more private and low-key. She wanted to settle down, while 50 was still caught up in the fast life.
I was already Vivica Fox, you know, from Independence Day, this and the third, and he now is becoming this huge mega rap star who is crossing over with In the Club. And I was used to fame, you know, and the main thing that what killed the relationship was that we just went way too public, way too fast. The love that I had for him, and still to this day, will always, like, he was the love of my life. I will admit that without any reservations. He will always have a very special place in my heart. But the reason why the relationship ended was because we just went public way too fast, had way too many people in our business, and if I was to have a chance to do it over, it would be that we stayed private a lot longer. But we got too many people in our business, and you know, that's what killed the relationship, unfortunately.
When 50 decided he was done, he didn't even have the decency to break up with Vivica in person or even over the phone. Instead, she found out just like everyone else on the radio. It was a brutal and humiliating way to end things.
Went on his European tour.
Yes.
And at that point, I guess the relationship started to kind of devolve.
The relationship broke up after the World Music Awards. I came back and he was on the radio saying he dumped me.
You find out on the radio?
Yeah, my friend called me. I was in Baltimore filming The Salon. And my friend, stylist, whose name is skipping me right now. Oh, my friend Daryl Brown called me and said, yo, your boy's on the radio blasting you. And first I went, who? And he was like, 50 Cent. I was like, Curtis? He's like, yeah, I was telling everybody you guys broke up. And I was like, we did? Huh? So he never personally said, it's a rap.
On the radio.
Yeah, but he went on, and you know, that was his way. That was his way. When I look back at it now, you know, he went back to being that tough guy because, you know, we really loved each other.
Vivica later revealed that she was completely blindsided by the breakup. As if finding out over the radio wasn't bad enough, 50 never even reached out to explain or talk things through. He simply ghosted her. Oh, but it gets messy, eh? As wild as it sounds, 50 flipped the script and blamed Vivica for the breakup. He claimed he ended things because she was using him for publicity. Mind you, he was the one who made their relationship public in the first place. And if that wasn't enough, 50 took things a step further by humiliating Vivica in his song, Get in My Car. In the track, he rapped, F with a B brain till she thinks she wifey spent her life savings in a day cause she likes me * commitment from me? Not likely * went out with Viva. I thought I was onto something, then the next week, nah man, it was nothing. * Vivica admitted this song deeply hurt her. Every time she heard it, she felt another wave of embarrassment. Like, she had been the only one who caught real feelings while 50 was just playing a game. Whenever she tried to defend herself and set the record straight, she was drowned out by 50's loyal fans, who dismissed her as nothing more than a bitter ex.
Other rumor crap comes into the play.
It was like a huge learning lesson for me. You know, it was the first time that I went public with the relationship that I should have maybe taken the time to get to know him.
With 50 Cent?
Yes, Curtis.
With the
and
is that what you called him, Curtis?
I did. Until that's what I met him as Curtis. But anyway, the relationship didn't work out, but the press lasted a lot longer than the relationship did. So, I mean,
why do you think the press does that? Why did they vilify the woman? Because when I read that stuff, I was like, it's so ridiculous.
No, it wasn't the press. It was him.
Oh,
no, it was him. He was like, she's exploiting me. She's she's trying to use me for, you know, to get publicity, and which was so not true. I was about to be in a film with, you know, Oscar-winning actors, and I've been acting for years. But, you know, I just considered that ghetto love. That was his way of dealing with it.
Eventually, Vivica got fed up with 50's antics and decided to reveal the real reason their relationship came to an unexpected end.
Was the love of my life. I will admit that without any reservations. He will always have a very special place in my heart.
And I remember Curtis, like, he was in love with you, girl. Would you ever think about getting back together with Mr. Curtis Jackson if he came?
Well, Ben and Jen did it again. Why not?
Vivica stirred the pot big time when she called 50 Cent fruity during an interview with Andy Cohen. According to her, 50's repressed sexuality was the reason he was always so obsessed with what others were doing in their bedrooms. She even hinted that he may have gotten freaky with one of his young artists at the time, leading to their breakup. Vivica dropped this bombshell after 50 publicly bashed Empire, the show she was starring in. He claimed its ratings had dropped because they were pushing too much gay stuff and turning viewers away. But Vivica wasn't about to let that slide. She put 50 on blast, revealing that even back when they dated, she always sensed something was off about him. She said it felt like he was struggling with a part of his identity, but couldn't quite figure it out. And just when people thought the tea couldn't get any hotter, Vivica took it a step further, suggesting that 50 had been getting cozy with his young artist, Soulja Boy.
That's when 50 Cent blamed the second season ratings dip on gay stuff.
First of all, you know, the pot calling the kettle black is all I'm saying.
Ooh. The pot calling the kettle black. Huh.
Whoa. That was some tea. That was shade. That was major shade.
Pot calling the kettle black. So, I mean, you're not insinuating that
he's gay?
50 Cent is...
Oh, my Lord, please. What? Girl, we gotta talk after this episode is over.
Wait, Vivica Fox, what are you insinuating?
Well, I mean,
he gave you...
No, he's not. I mean, we had a great time. I mean, but he's just seems like he's got something that's not quite clear. So
you mean sometimes if people protest too much about something,
yes,
the fire is happening right there in front of them.
Absolutely. I just never forget there was a Vibe cover with him and Soulja Boy that made me kind of go,
After Vivica dropped this bombshell, people started revisiting 50 Cent and Soulja Boy's past interactions, and let's just say they found some interesting things. One of the most talked about moments was a promotional poster they did together, where they looked unusually cozy. Fans couldn't help but point out how the dynamic gave off major dom and sub vibes, 50 looking all manly and in control, while Soulja appeared like a baby boy in need of protection. Naturally, Vivica's comments caught them off guard, and they scrambled for some damage control. Soulja Boy clapped back, attacking Vivica's age, saying, "Asterisk, everybody hit up this cougar. She's single and ready to mingle at 1-800, granny desperate for attention. Extension, I'm washed up." Asterisk 50 Cent also fired back with some messy tea of his own. He claimed Vivica thought he was gay because she once begged to eat his groceries, and he reluctantly let her. He even joked, "Asterisk, I let her lick Maya El Mayo. Wait, I didn't want her to. She forced me. My hands were tied. 50 Shades of Grey." Asterisk, okay, first of all, that's disgusting. But we all know nothing is off limits when 50 is trolling someone. However, not everyone was buying 50 and Soulja Boy's denials. Jaguar Wright, known for speaking her mind, stepped in to set the record straight. She confirmed that 50 and Soulja were hooking up on the low, and she had receipts to prove it. According to Jaguar, 50 knows so much about which rappers are secretly on the DL because he's one of them. And as the saying goes, asterisk, it takes one to know one. Asterisk.
That's why he's always able to call other on being a swish. Birds of a feather flock together.
That's true.
Game recognized game. There's no way in the world that man understands that much about homosexual dealings in the industry, is constantly calling people out, and he ain't seen none of it personally.
But she didn't stop there. Jaguar claimed that 50 was the one who introduced Soulja Boy to that lifestyle, and that she had even seen videos of them getting it on.
Soulja Boy, I just want to say this about Soulja Boy. Y'all gotta give him a little bit of latitude because he a victim.
The exposed are popping off.
You know, he been in the rap game since he was little, just like Weezy.
Yeah.
And his booty been ran through quite a bit.
Say that.
Whoa.
You
I
know
know that information.
You don't remember when he was in New York and they called him whoever his big daddy was, threw him out into the hallway. He was walking around in the hallway holding his nuts. And when I went into the cigar lounge of his house, off from the pool room, only about 200 feet away from the French doors to go out to the pool. It's like right around the corner from the Rockefellers, the house. They was playing sex tapes, and then the owner of the house pulled out Soulja Boy tape.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. I ain't gotta lie about that.
She allegedly said 50 Cent pulled out a sex
I mean, they actually... I mean, I'm gonna put it to you this way. This couple has actually appeared on a magazine cover together.
Vivica wasn't done with 50 just yet. She took things a step further by humiliating him with a throwback photo of him wearing makeup, claiming it was proof he was on the DL. She added a shady caption. Asterisk, tell you what, 50 Cent, since you keep telling that lie, I challenge you to join me on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live so we can put this to rest. But go ahead and keep telling them how you like it though. Asterisk, but that wasn't the only tea Vivica had to spill. In her book, Every Day I'm Hustling, she revealed some very interesting details about their relationship. According to her, when she and 50 were dating, she was always the one to initiate things in the bedroom because he preferred it that way. Now, if y'all knew how hot Vivica Fox was back in the day, you'd understand why this raised some eyebrows. She might have a botched BBL now, but back then, she was one of Hollywood's most gorgeous women. So for 50 not to be interested in taking the lead? Yeah, that's suspicious. Well, unless his needs were already being satisfied elsewhere. And here's the kicker. Vivica recently hinted that she has even more receipts on 50's escapades with men, and she's not afraid to drop them. So, if 50 wants to keep his spicy secrets under wraps, he might want to watch how he talks about Vivica. But what do you think about this messy back and forth? Should 50 Cent stay out of Vivica's business, or is he secretly trying to get back with her? Drop a comment below and stick around for more juicy content.